Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Hernandez receives it in a wide position. Camavinga gets flagged offside. Hernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arda Güler! Oh, that's fabulous! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Camavinga. Olise. Look at the space here. Mbappe!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. They're urging him to shoot. He's played it long. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And that's been won straight back. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Hernandez. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's Olise. Valverde. Güler. And it's Valverde. And it's Valverde. Tchouaméni. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found the way, shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Hernandez. And it's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Shoots! Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Bellingham. Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid have it back and can go again. Tchouaméni. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivers. Up he goes! And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. And it's Camavinga. Tries to pass it through. Goulet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saliba. And Koundé. Olise. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Camavinga. And he's played it back. Rabiot. He's having a shot! They've scored! The second half sparked straight into life. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Camavinga demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
France have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Madrid still this single goal behind. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Rabiot. Threads one in. Mbappe! He's had a shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Cambio de jugadores.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Vinicius Junior. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Bellingham. Good ball, good take.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's found a way past. And he's in on goal. And the shot! And he hits the net. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both
7.
sides then taking this
El
chance
dorsal
to
5.
turn to their
El
benches.
dorsal 15.
This
El
is
dorsal
threatening
8.
to become a really
El
good
dorsal
game.
14.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a
El
sudden
dorsal
it seems the
11.
belief is back.
El dorsal 21.
Great defending,
El dorsal
strong and
30.
determined.
El dorsal 6.
Shin to
El
shin,
dorsal
bicep to
19.
bicep, and he
Se va a
wins
llevar a
out.
cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Can he get on the end of this? Brahim Diaz. The ball has bounced loose now. Chouameni. Guendouzi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's tidy. Olise drives it in. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Chance for a shot! Eder Militao. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Saliba. Upamecano. And Hernandez. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. Here's there's the shot! It's in!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Dembele making good progress on the right-hand side. Dembele, he is through here! France claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting!
Habrá 5 minutos
And the
de
lead
descuento.
is extended still further. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often...
Takes a shot! Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, look at the space here. Rodrigo... And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Camavinga. It's a pretty loose pass. So, what can they make of this? And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Chance for a shot! Goal! France! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mbappe. It's a searching pass. Header! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. He's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Here's the header! It's hit the upright. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. France ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Rabiot. Quarter of an hour played.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Dembele. Rabiot. Well timed, excellent interception. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Tchouaméni opts for safety. He's away! And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Rabiot. Now, can they get him away? Olise receives it in a wide position, tries to play it through. Camavinga. Thuram.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Rabiot. He has found a way through. And it's Dembele. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe. France are looking to break at pace. It's a goal kick. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And the pass is intercepted. Hernandez. And here's Olise. Rabiot. Oh, good-looking ball. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. That's a sharp pass. And here's Thuram. Mbappe. Hernandez. Rabiot.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Saliba calmly anticipates. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Out of play for a throw. Camavinga given the lift of his goal. Camavinga. Olise. And it's Camavinga. He shifted it to the flank. And it's Hernandez. Mbappe is onto this. Thuram. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And reclaimed it in a trice. That's a super give and go. France still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rabiot goes steaming forward. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front. Oh, decent chance! Oh, taken with style! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And it's been given away. He's got away. Mbappe! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Mbappe really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Camavinga, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's lofted through here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Can he spark a counter here? Tchouaméni. He's had it taken off him. This is Dembele. That's good play. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good ball, good take. Deftly away. Camavinga defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Shot at goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe. It's Camavinga. Olise. Oh, this is a... And he shoots! Goal! France! Into the lead once more. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. France get themselves into the lead. Now it's Mbappe.
Le numéro 11. Le numéro 12. Le numéro 26.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Attention, changement.
This looks promising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was...
Can he finish? And that could come back to haunt them.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
It's their second corner of the game. Koundé is there, and he can get that clear. And it's made its way to him. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a cute ball. France are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's on his way! Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Hernandez.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Is there any support? He might not need it. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Changement.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
That's the keeper's ball. France are looking to go forward now. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Olise. Now it's Kolo Muani. So that's it. It is all over. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
France absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe.
Real chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And it's Camavinga. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Rabiot. Terrific header. No, not the best of headers. Dembele does really well to win the ball there. And here's Thuram. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Lovely, now then. That's a good ball out wide.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rabiot.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe. Incoming, he rises! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Chouameni. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Another pass just keeps it. Can he finish? The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Saliba. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. Tries the cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Delivers the ball. Well read. And the danger is averted. Mbappe is the guilty party there. Well, there's a probing ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter.
Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rabiot. It's Camavinga. Threads one in, and this is Rabiot. Oh, shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Camavinga. Rabiot. Played out to the left flank. Plays in a cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Camavinga. Camavinga. And it's Camavinga. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Corner number 2 then. Thuram gets it away. Upamecano. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
France are looking to go forward now. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rabiot. He's in space and looking for options. Nice control. Turns and goes. Shot at goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Caresses it through. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
That has
additionnel.
not gone well. Camavinga. It's run loose here. Rabiot. Now this could be a chance. And the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Brilliantly cut out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's being shifted off it. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Camavinga. Camavinga. Can he get it through? Hernandez cuts it out. Quality ball. Mbappe. Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni goes steaming forward. And he's had a hit! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Tchouaméni clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Up he goes! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. Camavinga. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tries to pass it through. Camavinga. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Always onto this. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Rabiot. And it's Tchouaméni. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And here's Mbappe. Thuram is onto this. He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking to go deep. Rabiot. Tchouaméni gets a foot in here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Dembele. Oh, he's Mbappe! Oh, taken with style. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the first goal of the game.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Referee has just said play on.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, good ball! Tries to play it through. There's the shot! And that could have brought them level.
Mbappe really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Fofana. And here's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Fofana. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Hernandez attempts a clearance. Now that's a lovely exchange. Aims beyond the chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
France close now to seeing this one through to the end. And it's Fofana. That's a nicely weighted pass. It's come to nothing. Caught offside that time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Conte, Fofana. That's a little off target. Now it's Fofana. And it's made its way to him. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately... Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Vinicius Junior! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Upamecano, Tchouaméni, and it's Rabiot. Nicely shaped ball. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Thuram, tries to play it through. Olise couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then, he just took on one too many.
Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Now it's Tchouaméni. The ball goes in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And it's Bellingham. Referee's given a throw. Valverde. He's through here. He's being urged to shoot. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Madrid really could have done without this. This to go one up. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vinicius Junior. He's had a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Vinicius Junior brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Arda Güler. Lovely bit of skill. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Spread it left. Now that looks a decent ball. Camavinga with the cross. That's a decent clearance. Güler.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Hernandez going vertical. Rabiot. Can he get on the end of this? Güler. And it's Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Güler is behind this one. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Oh, what a ball! Oh, good spread. Olise. Almost half an hour in now. Valverde. Camavinga. Thuram. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. There's the shot! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Rabiot. Good ball, good take. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He'll try to keep this alive. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Koundé. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rudiger. Olise. Olise! Goal! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
France go into the lead. That has been cut short. He's found chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Rabiot. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So, third corner of the game. That's really well cleared. Oh, good ball! Real chance! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that...
It's Rabiot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Valverde, and it's Bellingham. It's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good take in a good area. Played into the... Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Vinicius Junior, and here's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Rabiot. 60 minutes played. Threads one in. And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 4, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 5. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 6.
It's a lovely,
el
neat
dorsal
pass.
24, el dorsal
And
11,
now they can
el
spring out
dorsal
of defence.
21. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Not the most accurate pass. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Camavinga. And here's Rodrigo. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? He's cut it out. Camavinga, Koundé, Dembele, Conte.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rodrigo, and it's Arda Güler. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, super ball! Rodrigo! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Camavinga.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Chance! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Chouameni, and it's Arda Güler. That is good alertness. Into the last 5 minutes. Courtois gets it clear. France have reclaimed it. I think we're just about done here. Camavinga, Conte, and Pavard.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Rodrigo. Camavinga. So what can they make of this? Koulibaly for Olise. Great vision. Nice bit of trickery. Well read, nice interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing.